Before we get started with this video, I want to preface this with an understanding that what you are about to see is very, very, very disturbing. So viewer discretion is heavily advised. I don't know if this video will get demonetized by YouTube. At this point, it doesn't even matter. Some videos you feel like when you see it, you have to show what's happening because of the gravity of the situation, right? And so this one, I felt like I wasn't going to show it at first in its entirety, but I feel like it's necessary because I want to drive home the point of, for parents, how important it is to advise your children on the type of friends and the type of company that they should keep. You know, I understand that no parent is perfect. I understand that we all have flaws ourselves, but we try to do the best that we can when we're raising our children. And one of the things that I try to drive home with my boys is I tell them about the expectancy of who they hang around. You know, you can't come around me as a parent. You can't come around me, and they're not allowed to have friends or associate with people that have terrible character, because character is so very important. It's one of the things that I believe helps you make great decisions on who you should keep around you in your circle, in your personal life, and just be around and involved with, right? Because if you can't assess great character or from bad character, you're going to unfortunately end up possibly in a situation to where that person or those peoples end up putting you on your life at jeopardy and at risk. And that's exactly what we have here in this video. Let's get to it. Unfortunately, this happened in Atlanta, which is not a real place. Of all the places that I could name that are not real places, Atlanta and Chicago have to be at the top of the list. Atlanta and Chicago, there's always some terrible, terrible, terrible shit happening. But, all right, so what you're looking at is the young lady whose life was taken, and this case is still ongoing and being investigated right now. There's not a whole lot of details about this case as of right now, because I believe that the police are still actively investigating this, and they're still pulling together all of the details and evidence that they need to go after and convict who they need to convict. But just to give you a synopsis of the story of what happened, this young lady right here on the left, whose name is Maya. That's all we know as of right now, okay? And I'm going to show you exactly what happened to Maya amongst a group of people that she considered her quote-unquote friends. But before I do that, let me read this. It says the disturbing video is making rounds on X showing a young woman named Maya getting hit and killed by a car full of girls who were supposed to be her friends. The incident happened recently in Atlanta, and the streets are furious. Word is Maya was riding around with a group of girls and other friends. While they were stopped at a red light, Maya got out of the car and started dancing in front of it. Some say she was twerking and joking around. But when the light turned green, the energy switched. The car suddenly took off and ran Maya over on purpose. The video shows her bending over right before the impact. The car did not stop. It dragged her body and kept going, leaving her in the middle of the road. A friend later posted that Maya had texted him that night. She told him something felt off about the two girls that she was with. He says she left the spot with 3 women before the deadly incident. Another post called out a woman in a pink outfit as the possible driver. She was allegedly one of the girls hanging with Maya that night. As of now, Atlanta police have not said anything about arrests or charges. Social media is heartbroken and angry. One user said they were sitting at the light and ran her over when it turned green. These girls are really ugly inside. Ugly is not the word for it. These girls were demons. A car full of demons. And this is why it's so important to have a great judge of character, so you can judge the people that are around you that are really there for you, and be able to distinguish them from the people that really hate your fucking guts. I believe, I believe that we all come up and meet people that really hate us, okay? And it may not start out that way. Maybe it grows and progresses that way. But for whatever reason, there are always people that end up having a sort of turmoil inside of them when it comes to you. For those of you who try to venture out and do things and you find out that you're not getting the support that you felt like you should have from friends, sometimes even family, there's a reason for that. There's a reason that you don't get the support in your ventures, and it's not because it's a dumb idea. It's not because they can't. It's because they won't. A lot of times, the people in our circles, we need to evaluate. We need to hold them accountable. We need to really take long looks at them to make sure that they need to be there, that they should be there. Because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man, there's so many stories of people keeping other people around in their circles because they want to be liked, because they want to feel wanted, they want to feel needed, they want to feel that closeness with somebody. They want to feel like their presence is wanted around other people. They want to feel accepted. There's so much value in teaching your children and instilling in your children the importance of not seeking validation from other people. So much value in that. I try to instill the value of my kids within themselves so that they know who they are, so that they don't then go and seek that from other people that should not be in a position to try and validate them one way or the other. These motherfuckers don't love y'all. They don't. They do not. They don't care. They with you for the time being 9 times out of 10 because you offering something. Whether it's drinks, whether it's money, whether it's, energy, whatever it is, they're leeches. Now, this was the young lady right here. It's going to be a couple slides we're going to go through. This first slide here is the alleged message that this young lady, Maya, sent her friend shortly before this hit and run. Let's read it. She says, "I should have rolled with you." He says, "When she said this, I knew those wasn't her friends. She rode with them 3 girls she brought. She wasn't even telling each other anymore because my driver literally pulled off way before them." So the 3 girls that were in the car were girls that she brought. And from my understanding, it was basically they were hanging out all night. They were hanging, and she brought them to hang out with her. But she just said, "I should have rode with you." Next slide. This is the girl in the pink that they're alleging could have possibly been the driver of the car. This is what happened. Says, "All I know is what she told me before we left. She said vibes was off with 2 out of the 3 people she brought. And when we was 10 feet, I'm assuming 10 feet away, she texted me that she wishes she rode with me. Leave me the fuck alone. I wish she was with me instead of them because it wouldn't have happened. And go ask them. They was with her before, during, and after everything happened. I literally only pulled up and saw the aftermath." So I'm assuming at this point, he's trying to explain to social media and, all the people that had questions for him as to what happened and why he didn't do anything about it, why he wasn't a better friend to her. Because that's what happens in these situations. People find out that somebody was around and then, he gets the blame. It's just guilt by association, right? But he's explaining himself here. Next slide. So this next slide is the one that contains the content warning that I'm giving to you all now. If you do not want to see it, click off. But I feel like it's necessary. I want to show y'all how evil people are, man. That's the girl right there. Boom. That's the car. And you can see it just keeps going. And her body eventually rolls out from under it. And there it is. She's left there. Again, they're stopped at a green light. I mean, they're stopped at a red light. When that light turns green, the car takes off. She's directly in front of the car. There's no way that they could not have seen her. She got out of the car to go and twerk in front of the car, so they know for a fact that she was standing there. It's not even a question. There she is one moment, and then the next, she is gone. As her body rolls out from under the car, and she's left to die. She's left to die. Other people have to stop and help her because these same girls that she brought to hang out with her, that was supposed to be her ride or dies, that was supposed to be her friends, that was supposed to be the ninjas that had her back, they ran her over and left her in the streets to die like a dog. These are the people that y'all really be hanging out with, that really hate y'all guts. But they hang out with y'all because, again, you're providing something for them. They're leeches. They're like a poltergeist. They're just feeding off of you. Whatever it is, money, energy, whatever it is, they're feeding off of you. And a lot of these girls really hate each other. They're really jealous on the inside. It's a lot of hate-filled people out here. Y'all got to watch your ass, man. I'm sorry, you do. If it's not people that you grew up with in your circle, that you've been around for 15, 20 years, all the relationships that I have, the close relationships that I have in my life right now, are with people that I have been around for at least a bare minimum of 10 years. And if it hasn't been that long, then I know you through one of them. If I have met somebody that I have befriended over the course of the last 2, 3, 5 years, it's because chances are I met them through one of my friends or one of the people that's in my circle that I've known for 15 plus 20 years. Y'all have to be, man, listen, man. There's people that hate y'all guts, man. There's people that hate y'all guts. They won't tell you to their face because they chump. They will not tell you to your face. They ain't cut like that. They not going to tell you to your face. You're going to see it through other ways, through subtle signs, if you paying attention. If you not, and you totally unaware, this is what happens. She felt like the vibes was off. I don't know why this girl got out and decided to twerk in the middle of the street in front of a car full of people that she felt like the vibes was off with. I'm pretty sure in her mind, she didn't feel like they was about to run her over because who the fuck would do that? That's insane. Man, we got to be more vigilant with the people that we choose to hang around. We just have to. We can't afford not to. We cannot afford not to. The story is ongoing. There's going to be more details coming out in the coming days, I'm sure. Like I said, right now the police are keeping this and the investigators are keeping this on the hush. Whatever they found out, whatever it is that they know at this point, has not been revealed yet. But I'm pretty sure I can guarantee that they know a lot. So details will be forthcoming on this case. I'll stay connected to it because I just think I want to see the face of the bitch that just decided that her life didn't matter and then ran her over and left her there. I think her name and her face should be out here for the world to see the type of evil that's out here and what it looks like. Walking around with 2 legs like it's human. Anyway, drop a comment if you feel so inclined. Let me know what you think about this. Take care of yourselves and be safe out there. I'll see you in the next one.